Welcome to Recently Logged, an audio stream discussing what the film bros are watching these days.
So what are they watching these days?
Well, these spooky days.
In these trying times.
In these trying times, they revert to watching a great movie, I would say.
They revert to that?
Yes.
They usually just watch crummy movies?
Yeah. And now they're watching The Nightmare Before Christmas, as you know from the title.
Wow.
Which is kind of lame. Like, we do that, we're like, what are they watching? And they know what they're watching because they know what they're listening to.
Yeah. No, my whole big build-up on social media, if you really just watch anything, like, of ours, you'll know what movie we're doing.
Making Christmas.
No, this is Halloween, Micah.
Oh yeah, we're here to settle the debate on whether it's a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie, and we did. It's a Halloween movie.
Yes, undeniably it is a Halloween movie.
No, I would say Halloween 100% of the time.
So let's introduce ourselves, Micah.
Hi, I'm Micah. You may know me from this podcast.
That's what you're known for.
I mean, I've got like 83 followers on Twitter, so you may know me from Twitter.
I guess you could say you're an influencer.
Exactly. Go follow me on Twitter.
Okay.
Who are you, good sir?
I'm Robbie Grayway.
Whoa. The last name.
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter
Whoa.
too. And like a lot of other places too.
Oh yeah, I'm at Micah_Grayway, I think.
I'm just at Robbie Grayway everywhere.
Dang it, they know our last names now.
It's always been like public information.
Yeah.
For this podcast, anyway.
Yeah.
Don't go spreading the word, guys.
Our address is at wait.
Oh no. But yeah,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Do we open with general thoughts or general facts?
First, let's tell them
the facts and opinions. Oh, they're always getting mixed.
Go watch Inside Out, guys. Or
go listen to our episode on Inside Out.
It's pretty good.
And if you couldn't tell, that was a joke from Inside Out that I just made.
Yes.
So that's the correlation.
If you want to send us movie suggestions, we have the rest of our
people
Halloween...
already clicked off.
We have the rest of our Halloween season planned out already.
Yeah.
But if you want to send us other movie suggestions, go to
email us.
Email us at poddingtonrl@gmail.com. That's poddingtonrl@gmail.com.
Go listen to our first episode and hear us stumble over trying to do that. We're professionals now.
Not to mention we had a crummy microphone back then.
It doesn't sound that much different. And guys, you can look forward because we're gonna have 2 guests in our last 2 Halloween episodes.
That's true. It's special guests.
Yep.
I hope you look forward to it.
Yeah.
Because we
all right. General facts. Let's get into the general facts. This movie
killing them with facts.
This movie came out in 1993, which to my knowledge is one of the more early, like mainstream well, not claymation, stop motion in general movies.
I can hear the rattling of it, Micah. No! It's the rattling of our skeleton bones here on set.
Here we go.
No!
Your eardrums. Enjoy.
Wow. This is why we don't let him have Nerf guns.
This is going to be loud.
Wow. So loud.
All right. Okay. So anyway, The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993 is when it came out. It's rated, get this, PG.
If you can even believe it.
We don't do PG movies very often, guys.
Wow.
I mean, last time we did a rated R movie.
We went from like our most insane rated to our like the most. Well, I take it back. Is Inside Out G?
I think so.
Okay, never mind then. I take it all back.
It's 76 minutes, which is pretty short. But if it was any longer, it wouldn't be good. Just saying.
If it was 77 minutes, Micah, it would be trash.
Exactly.
Wow.
All right, so some of our main voice casting over here. We've got Danny Elfman doing the voice of Jack Skellington, singing, not talking.
We did not know this.
I didn't know this at the time. Danny Elfman does.
He does all the singing.
He does the score. If you didn't know.
Well, of course.
He's done several popular scores. Just lots and lots. I
Several.
think just about all of Tim Burton movies also.
Just
are-
about, yeah.
Oh my gosh, my phone's not loading. I wanted to see the guy who voices his normal voice's full name.
Full name.
Chris Sarandon.
Wait, Sarandon? Sarandon?
Saruman.
Saruman. Yes.
Sarandon.
He does a pretty good job.
Sorry about that, buddy. We can't pronounce your
I'm
name.
sorry.
Catherine O something or another.
Catherine
Hold on,
O-
it's got to load.
Oh, something. Oh.
William
O'Reilly.
William Hickey
As who, Micah?
does the mad scientist,
Uh,
but Catherine O'Hara
Hara.
does Sally. That's really all of interest.
Wow.
The director is Henry Selick,
Henry Selick, man.
but
From Coraline.
Tim Burton was the main writer
And
and
producer.
and he did so much for this.
This is insane.
Like,
There's a reason Tim Burton's
his
name is so
influence,
prominent on it.
it's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, even though good old
Even though Henry Selick, he did a good job.
Yeah, and I mean Henry Selick directed Coraline, which is a great movie. I wish we had time to fit it into our spooky season.
Yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it next year.
because Coraline is top notch.
I think hot take, Coraline's better than this.
I would agree with that hot take. All right, let's move on.
Even though I say it's one of my favorites.
to our opinions, our brief summaries. I rated this 4 stars.
Oh wow. I rated it 3.5 on this last watch. On this last watch.
What? No, it doesn't say that.
Go back out. Reload it, Micah.
We're on Letterboxd right now. You can't see it.
Oh,
but
if you want to follow the podcast or us on Letterboxd, the podcast is just recently logged. I'm at Christian Cuber, and
you rated it 3.5, guys.
I don't know what Micah's at on Letterboxd.
On Letterboxd, I'm at games_things.
I see.
Which I always say there's a story
You
behind,
always
which
say
there
there's a
is, but I'm just not going to tell you.
You're just like, there's a story behind that, and we just move on.
But like almost everybody I'm following
Yeah,
on
see, there we
Letterboxd also rated this like around that. So like,
Well, its average rating is
Jacob Suggs gave
3.9.
it 4.
like most people just give
Ethan
it 4.
gave it 4. That guy gave it 4, and Houston gave it 3. So yeah.
All the people that matter. No, it got a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, it seems
by.
a little high.
It
and,
is a little
and
bit
I
high.
really like this movie. I think it's great, but it does have issues.
I love it so much.
So I think 95 is a little high.
Oh yes.
So my like brief summary of it, opinion wise, would be, I really really like it. The songs are super enduring. I love the characters for the most part.
Enduring or endearing?
Endearing.
Oh, okay.
Grammar
police, Micah.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
I really really like the use of claymation and really in this. I mean, it's not all claymation, but it's a type of clay.
Foamation.
A type of clay is used and a type of foam is used, and
Who doesn't like foam?
yeah. But you can really see it in a lot of stuff, which a lot of movies, a lot of claymation or just stop motion movies in general almost try to avoid looking like that. They almost
Like what?
like that sort of stop motion look almost, I feel.
Okay.
And this really, like, you can see a bunch of like grittiness to this world, and I
Gritty.
really like it.
Brought to Micah a Zack Snyder film. Could you imagine
That
if
would be
Zack
awful.
Snyder was the producer
No,
on this
that'd be
instead of Tim
awful.
Burton?
But at any rate, that's pretty much my. It's got problems, but I really, really like it, and I find it enduring.
Wait.
Figure that one out.
Okay. Should I say my general
Yeah,
thoughts
you
now?
should.
Okay. I think generally
Boys and girls of every age.
we need a copyright strike. The YouTube.
For saying boys and girls of every age.
Yeah, the YouTube version of this is not going to be up anymore. Okay. I think in general, like I said, this is like one of my favorite movies. Just in general, I love it. I love watching it a lot. It has a lot of script-based problems.
Yeah.
But it's got a very fun quality to it. Like, it's very, very fun to watch for me anyway.
Yeah.
The songs I think are really great. This is
Yeah.
some of Danny Elfman's best stuff.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
the music and the overall aesthetic and a lot of the...
Yeah.
I think it's pretty well paced, too, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Plus, it's really short, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think overall, I really, really like it, but... What? I think overall, I really like it, but it has a lot of things that I have problems with.
Yeah.
But yes, that's my general thoughts.
All right.
It's like I said the same thing.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. No. I yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'd agree with that for the most part. This is like just really, it's a great movie. You guys should all go watch it. Though it was funny because I was on a Disney cruise once.
Disney cruise.
And
Oh yeah, the first time we watched it.
No. I'm not talking about that time.
Oh.
I'm talking about a different time. A time before that. I hadn't seen it yet.
Before.
And I was allowed to. We just never had access to it. It wasn't one that we ever
we didn't
sought
hunt
out.
it down. Yeah.
So I was on a cruise and I was in the a Disney cruise and I was in the kids club, the Oceaneer Lab, I think.
Lab.
And one of the counselors was like, "All right, kids, what movie do we want to watch?" And they had a couple kids come up
and
say
choose, just like that?
And choose their movies, like the movies that they wanted to turn on.
It's like a Mortal Kombat voice. Choose your movie.
Choose your movie. And I chose Nightmare Before Christmas, and it got a bunch of votes. And I was like, yeah, and they turned it on. And then, like, the moment they turned it on, the first song comes on. And then for no apparent reason, like, the kids I don't think were actually scared, but they just all started screaming. And then they turned it off.
Aww.
And I was very sad.
But the witches, they say, aren't you scared? Well, that's just fine.
like it wasn't even like a convincing, like, I'm scared scream. They were just all like, ah.
It's like that obligatory scream when someone turns off the lights, even though no one's scared.
Yeah, nobody's scared of that. They're all just, they scream out of obligation.
Yeah.
And they turned it off, and I was like, oh, come on, guys.
Oh, come on.
You're kidding me. I wanted to see that.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender.
You with your letterbox.
The actual first time we watched this was also
on a Disney cruise.
A different Disney cruise.
Yes.
And this was during
the
Halloween
High
season. I think we watched this a couple years ago, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
It was late September.
Yeah. No, it was around this time. It was around this time 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, because it was right before my birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
And they had a 4D...
Oh yeah, wish Micah happy birthday if you want. We're not gonna say when it was, but it was.
And we're not gonna say my age.
It's around this time.
Ooh. But anyway, yeah, they had a special 4D viewing, and it wasn't the greatest way to watch this movie. I don't think the theater is the greatest way to watch this, and they had like some really weird stuff. Like, they didn't really know what to do with this in 4D. They like had some bubbles.
They had bubbles at one point.
Snow.
Yeah, they had snow, and then there was the fog when Sally did the fog thing.
And then at the very end, when they kiss at the end, two like
oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
People in the
costume
and Sally costumes come up and kiss at the end.
Oh, it's so cool.
And that was cool.
That was the coolest part.
But what was unfortunate is they were off timing.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff was like off in timing and everything, and I was like,
yeah, it was like maybe like 10 seconds off all the time, and it was kind of a little underwhelming.
Which was a little disappointing, especially for Disney, who usually runs a pretty tight ship.
Yeah, it's usually pretty sharp with them.
So I don't think that was the best way to watch it, but that was just a very
I was not that big of a fan of
rabbit hole story time.
Yeah, just for context, I did not like this very much the first time I saw it.
Neither did I. But I don't think a theater is a good way to watch this movie. I really don't.
I think when you get to watch it like on your own terms, I bust out laughing a lot watching this.
Right? Yeah, it's
just because of it's so kind of ridiculously funny to me, and I don't know why.
And we also like sing along with
Yeah,
all the songs.
you gotta sing along with this. There's a reason I got the sing along edition Blu-ray.
We don't use it because we know all the songs already, and we don't need it.
We don't need the lyrics.
So yeah, and I think the best memory I have associated with this movie, and like
He's watching it with your loving brother.
No.
Wow.
I mean, you were there, but
Whoa.
The best memory, I was over at a friend's house. It was like Halloween that night.
It was Halloween.
Technically, it was the day after because it was like midnight when we turned it on.
Oh, yeah.
And we all piled onto the couch.
I actually
and
didn't stay and watch it because I remembered
like,
not liking it.
Let's turn on The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What was I doing? Was I just eating like tiny weenies at that point? Like there was just those little tiny like Vienna sausages that I was chowing down on while you guys were watching
so.
this?
I think you were out there eating the burgers though. Or did you not like burgers back then? I don't remember.
No, I was. Well, see, I didn't like burgers back then, but I was getting used to them, so I was eating a burger.
Dude, I have some of the best memories over at that house, honestly.
Yeah, that was
like.
I
don't want to go on too much of a rabbit hole.
Halloweens?
I don't want to go on too much of a rabbit hole.
Was it 2 Halloweens?
But there was a party that we were there for. Yeah, we went 2 Halloweens there.
Yeah, the second one was lots of fun. I had a lot more fun the second time.
I don't want to go on too much of a rabbit hole of good times
I was an extreme Pokemon fan.
We were there. No, we were there one time, and it wasn't for Halloween. It was just for, I think it was a welcome home party for the dad who was back from, because he was in the military and he was gone.
No,
and he came back.
Yeah.
I think there was like 30 kids there. And we had a ton of Nerf guns.
Holy crap.
And we split up into freaking factions. And we had, like, special rules.
Wait, was that not the laser gun thing?
No, we didn't. Oh, well, like, 2 people had laser guns.
Oh, yeah.
But most people had Nerf guns because that's what we had. And it was really annoying, though, because, like, I was trying to... Because originally, at the start of this, I was trying to go all lone wolf, and I had, like, one of the Nerf swords.
El Solo Lobo.
And a gun, and I would just run around trying to kill as many people as I could. And see, when you killed somebody, you could take their gun, but you had to leave yours.
Yeah.
So
you can't leave a guy weaponless.
Yeah.
Even if they are dead.
Well, they'd be revived by one of their clan
Bro, this
members.
was pre-Fortnite. We were so advanced.
Right? And I was trying to go solo, and then a couple people were like, dude, you want to join our clan? And I was like, sure. And then I joined, or faction, or whatever you want to call it.
Wow, you weren't trying very hard.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going to rally some people to our side.
Rally the troops?
And we actually, by the end,
Bro,
it was split into 2 factions. My faction, and what are they called? Like... They had a name.
Wait, we had a name?
They had a... Wait, were you on that
Yeah,
faction?
I was on the other one.
So was our sister. I was annoyed. You guys were traitors.
Wow.
But they ended up having just way more people than us, so it kind of was unfair.
Yeah, I remember we were all hiding out, like, around one corner. And
there was
like
around one house,
us.
and like 5 of my faction came around the corner, and they were just all like...
Yeah.
And gunned us all down, and I think that was the end of the game. So it was kind of depressing.
Well,
but
it was getting really late.
It was like pitch black outside. It was just the street lights that were lighting everything.
Yeah, so.
And yeah, that was another rabbit hole. I just spent like 5 minutes.
For reference, for the Pokemon trainer thing, I have never played a Pokemon game in my life.
You had Pokemon Go for like 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. That doesn't count. That's not a Pokemon game, really. It's one of the app games.
It's a Pokemon game.
Well, yes, but
it's one of the most popular, sadly.
That year, I dressed up as a Pokemon super fan in like Pokemon
pajamas, a Pikachu hat,
Pikachu beanie, baby.
And he came and went up to people and was like, "Gotta catch them all."
I did not say that.
And in that Halloween, was that not the Halloween too, where me and the twins dressed up as soldiers?
Yeah.
And we hung out because we were driving around to houses at one point to get around to places faster.
Bro,
and the trunk was open because there wasn't enough space, and we were hanging out the back of the trunk. And we had like airsoft guns.
Bro, it was Fortnite before Fortnite.
As in our hands, and we were like,
Is that what you said, Micah?
Trying to make sure the orange tips were clearly in view.
Yeah, exactly.
And we weren't allowed to have the magazines in either. No. So, we were safe. Don't worry.
Don't worry, concerned parents listening to you. You grabbed your kid's phone to see what they were up to, and you saw recently logged, and you listened to it.
At any rate, let's get off the rabbit hole of good times at the El Royale, and get back on to questions for Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. Did you have any, Micah?
Well, I was gonna have you ask yours first because you had a good one.
Wait, is the one I think?
Yeah.
Okay. In the song "Making Christmas," they have one of the town people.
It was the guy with the snake fingers and the spider hair.
Wait, no. It was the guy with the little jaw that was like, he's like a circular jaw.
No, I don't think it was the circular jaw guy. Was it?
He's like, I have a genius idea.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, never mind.
But
I take it all back.
He makes a rat hat.
Yeah,
and
the
then
rat
Jack
hat.
comes
and then
along.
Jack's like, how about we take that rat and replace it with a bat?
Bat hat. So, Micah, which is the superior fashion accessory?
Yeah,
rat hat or bat hat?
Or rat hat. I mean, I personally have to go with rat hat because the corporation didn't sweep in and make it more marketable. It's like the classic, like sticking it to the...
like Coca-Cola when it still had cocaine.
Exactly.
Sticking it to the man. Wait, what's so sticking it to the man about a rat hat?
Exactly.
Maybe sticking the guts to the man.
Like, I love it too because he like just takes a rat and it's like presumably freshly dead,
and he just
pounds it with a hammer and then puts it on his head and says it's a rat hat.
It's the rat hat.
That's the one I want.
Okay, thoughts?
What about you? Rat hat or bat hat?
Oh, okay.
You gotta answer the question too.
I'm going bat hat just because you have the little tiny wings on the side.
Man, the corporations.
When you look at it.
The monarchy.
Monarchy?
Yes.
But I mean just the opposite.
Where he's like, I'm an elected official. I can't make decisions on my own.
Okay, Micah, what are your thoughts on the mayor in this movie?
Well, I just quoted him.
Yeah. He's one of the most quotable mayors of all time.
Right? Oh, man. The mayor is great. I mean, this Christmas sounds fun. I fully endorse it.
Ooh,
Let's try it at once.
One thing I will say.
The mayor is interesting because the mayor... I'm answering your question still. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just...
The mayor is interesting.
Making a joke out of my questions.
It was, but I'm going to legitimately answer it.
Wow.
Because the main thing that the mayor does for me is it makes me question how the society works because Jack is the Pumpkin King and he seems to be like the definitive ruler.
He's like Gaston of Halloween Town.
Right? Like they're all like, but Gaston, what do we do? And he's like, kill the beast.
Kill the beast.
But with making Christmas. And like it's weird because like the mayor is like, I can't make decisions without approving it, like having Jack approve it first. Kind of thing, and it just makes me wonder.
Doesn't it make you wonder?
Though he's too much like the mayor from Chicken Little for
Guys,
for anybody's for anything.
Go watch Chicken Little.
Tonight would have been a total wash if it wasn't for that penny.
We need to do Chicken Little on here.
Chicken Little
that's another one of my favorite.
So
movies.
Amazing.
It's I think it's
awful.
A little worse than
but
this.
It's amazing. Like Yeah. We need to do that. All right, what's your thoughts on the mayor? I mean, you gotta remember, we do this every week. We ask a question, and then the person answers, and then the person who asked the question.
I just want to keep asking my questions.
Answer the question.
Thoughts on the mayor? He's got a very interesting design. He's one of the more unique ones among
the mayor of Hoover. Just been elected, and thus, in upright behavior is thus forth expected.
Also, go listen to Seussical, guys. Seussical the musical.
Hey, I was in there.
Wow. Okay. I think the mayor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
My phone died.
Wait. We're experiencing some technical difficulties here in the studio, guys.
Oh, no, my phone's fine.
Bumpy sleigh ride there, Jack.
Bumpy sleigh ride there, Jack.
But yes,
mayor. He's got a cool design.
Yes, I think that's the main notable thing.
But what about the
about
conspiracy that the mayor's design in Chicken Little and in Nightmare Before Christmas are almost identical?
Are they?
No, look at the body of the turkey mayor, and then look at the body of the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. They're exactly the same.
Watch Micah's video essay on why they are the same character.
Exactly. All right, I got a question for you, Mr. Questions.
I ask the questions around here.
Questions around here. What is your favorite scene or sequence? A classic question.
I've been trying to avoid the classic questions. Micah, switch it up.
I prepared an answer for this.
Oh, okay. Favorite sequence or scene? Scene or sequence?
Scene or sequence. Sequence or scene. Just
It's
as long
gotta
as
be-
it's the scene not covered in sequence.
It's got to be either the opening song, "This Is Halloween," which is one of my favorite things ever. With the like amazing character reveal of Jack the Pumpkin
Dude,
King.
that's one of the best character reveals, no joke, in a movie.
I still get goosebumps.
I don't.
Oh, either that or maybe
The Pumpkin King.
maybe the Boogeyman's scene. I don't know. That's like a close second on just my favorite. It causes a lot of problem. The Boogeyman himself causes a lot of problems with the script, but I think probably that's one of my favorite sequences because of just how it's
fun.
Animated and all of
It's
that.
really cool.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this movie, go give it a watch. I recommend it.
My favorite scene is the scene after Jack gets shot down. Just that entire like song and stuff in the graveyard. I love it, and that part I actually do get goosebumps from like throughout the entire.
Wait, really? That ending scene?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that scene.
Wow. I'm not a fan.
It's so funny too because we were watching it and like we're Christian homeschooler kids, so we were like when he's like, well, what the heck? We were like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty good.
We were in theaters. We covered our ears.
Covered our eyes. We just didn't watch the movie, actually.
We just didn't watch. We just watched the 4D stuff.
We watched the snowflakes fall into our eyes because we were looking up.
I love that sequence, honestly, though.
Wow. Well, okay then. Yeah. I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite Halloween Town folk? What's your favorite
favorite?
Because I think they
besides Jack.
They do a great job setting up all of the
Besides Jack, though.
all of the townspeople. Yes, besides Jack and Sally and like
Jack
all of the main.
No,
cast.
I wouldn't choose Sally. I would choose Sally.
Wow. So who would you choose?
If you had to choose, who would I choose though? Cause like, it's so hard.
Who would it be, Micah?
It's gotta be.
It's gonna be me. I know mine already.
It's probably either one of the vampires.
The vampires.
Oh wait, I know who it is.
Who?
Can it be 4 people?
Wait, what?
It's the music guys, the jazz players.
I thought it was only 3 guys.
No, there's the guy in the guitar or the bass. I mean.
Oh, inside.
The guy in the stand-up bass. Yeah.
I forgot about him. Yeah. No.
Those are my favorite
All right,
Halloween Town.
Fair
peeps.
enough. Mine is probably the Wolfman still.
You just say that because of the one part you laugh at every time. So we're watching the
It's
movie,
so
and
funny
it's
to
in
me.
it's in the first. No, it's not in. Is it in the first song?
What? In
the
opening
line
song?
that you keep on laughing at. I don't even remember.
No, I keep laughing at the joke where it's like 365 days until the next Halloween, and then he holds up all of his fingers because he only has 4 fingers, 364.
So yeah, I was sitting there, and the mayor's like, "Where's Jack? We have to find Jack. It's only 365 days till next Halloween."
And then the Wolfman.
364, and holds up all of his fingers, which are just 4, and you hear Robbie go, and like
it's so funny
laughing so loud it's not even funny.
Well, plus him in the opening song, I think is pretty good. I think he has a really strong look to him.
All right.
Like a really he's one of the. Well, I shouldn't say one of the more defined. All of them have really defined good
all of
character
them are,
designs.
because there's such a small cast of Halloween Town.
I know the population of Halloween Town is like
have like
10 people.
Nice set thing. All right, I got a question for you.
What?
What is your favorite song?
Favorite song? Either This Is Halloween, because like I said, it's like my favorite sequence from the whole movie. Or look, I'm the creatures from Quiet Place. Or maybe it's Signs. I guess probably more Signs. No,
it's A Quiet Place.
Okay,
they're the ones that go. when they hear.
Oh man, we should do that next Halloween too.
Fireplace Man. Top
But
notch.
what was I saying? Favorite song?
Favorite song. Either This Is Halloween
or Making Christmas. I really like Making Christmas.
Making Christmas, making
Man,
Christmas,
I have to say, guys, Danny Elfman really put his all into this soundtrack.
But he did. I love how that, because we watched the making of Nightmare Before Christmas
It's pretty good.
and apparently he wrote this in like 6 weeks because they didn't really. It was like getting too late and they didn't have anything. And his process was apparently ask Tim Burton what was happening next, and then he'd write a song. And then he'd ask Tim Burton what was happening next, and then he'd write a song.
I mean, that's one way to do it. That's what I always do.
Man, it's so good though. Like,
man,
oh, I would say the songs for me, I don't like including the one that I gave for the sequence, just because like it's not really a full song.
Kind of thing?
It's kind of like a monologue mixed with minor singing.
Yeah, no.
It's not really a song.
It's not a full-on musical number like Making Christmas.
My favorite song is probably
like that.
And I mean, I really like them all. Making Christmas is great. This Is Halloween is top notch. Even the Yogi Boogie song is good.
Oh man, like I said, this soundtrack is amazing.
I really like, and I don't remember what is it called.
Which one?
The one where he's explaining Christmas to the
the town meeting
to
one.
the town meeting.
What
like
is it called?
The town meeting. I don't remember, but I love that song.
I don't remember. It might just be called like the town meeting or something.
This is a thing called a present. The whole
That's a
thing
pretty good
starts
one.
with a box.
I'm not as big of a fan of the feel of that one, but I still think it's really good. But that's just me.
I really like it.
It's gonna be me. Okay.
I think that's all the questions
Oh wow. Okay.
I have.
Dang. Oh well.
I mean, this is more questions than we usually do.
What is your big? Why did you not give this 5 out of 5, Micah? And why not 1 out of 1? Or 1 out of 5?
Well, I've said this before. I don't like giving out 5 stars unless it's a movie that's just like, wow.
Wow.
Like
Boss
just
Baby.
like every time I watch just like every time I watch it, I'm like, this is gold.
This is cinema.
Like just movies that either get me to be like sitting there like thinking for a long time after I watch the movie.
You need to watch Stanley Kubrick movies, Micah.
Or I'm just like, this is cinema.
Okay, guys, he's never seen a Stanley Kubrick movie.
And I'm okay with that. But
we
anyway,
need a petition. Launch a petition.
Why I didn't give this 4.5.
4.5.
Is, like I said, it's got a lot of issues with the script and like
No.
just some things just don't really work so well story wise.
Yeah, no.
Like the characters all work really well.
The
together.
Characters are all amazingly
And
have amazing chemistry.
The world works really well.
It's great.
But the story writing itself doesn't work the greatest.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, besides it lacking like that wow factor that I give to 5-star movies, that's really what it's lacking for me to give it 4.5.
Wow. Well, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I think my biggest problem with it and why I considered giving it 3, but I just really, really like it, and its music is really good. That's probably where the half star came in. With thank you, Danny Elfman, for giving this another half star.
And we were talking about this right after we watched it, or actually I think it was during we were watching it, that we'd love to see like a stage play version of this.
Oh man, this would be so great on Broadway really or cool. Something.
Like if you got like a really good cast and like a nice adaptation of the script for this.
Yeah. But yes, I think the biggest problem with it is a lot of the there's not really, Jack doesn't really learn a lesson all that much.
He learns more about himself.
Yeah, he learns about himself. A lot of
it's self-discovery. He has an existential crisis.
Sally's motivations are very
Sally's very one-noted.
Yeah, a lot of I want to say a lot of the characters are one-noted, but even the people of Halloween Town are more dynamic than Sally is a lot of the time.
Sally, even when she has her premonition about
there's a freaking
what is that?
Oogie Boogie Bug.
Oh, it's a silverfish.
These things are the stuff of nightmares.
Right? They have like 50 legs.
Okay, but anyway, what was I saying?
Sally, one note.
Yes.
And I was saying, even when she has, like, I was in the middle of saying something. Even when she has her, like, premonition thing, the song she goes and sings, she's like, oh, this is about to be so bad.
No, that's after Jack takes off. Not
yeah,
after
no,
her
I
premonition.
no, but I'm saying it's after her premonition. She's
Well, I
like,
mean,
things
yeah,
are
after.
about to be the worst ever. I hope he loves me.
I hope he loves me. No,
like he's just
yeah.
like she's just like singing this entire big song about, oh, does he like, he loves me not, which she actually freaking does. And if you count it, and this is just an interesting tidbit because I decided to count.
Are you doing cinema
in the
wins
beginning
now,
at
Micah?
the during, like, right before the premonition,
before the little vision.
she's doing the he loves me not with the petals of the flower.
You know how they
And
do.
she goes he loves me not, and then it catches on fire.
Well, actually,
it turns to a Christmas tree. Then it catches on fire. Blah blah blah. And then at the end of the movie, when it's all snowy because Christmas.
Great snake snowy.
Great snake snowy. she has it again. And she's he loves me not, and then she does he loves me again, and then he walks up and awkwardly sings how he never realized.
He never realized what, Micah?
You know.
You know.
There's a microphone hole in the top of this, and I never noticed it.
Stepping on up to the microphone to say, hey, man.
I never noticed that.
Micah's
At first I thought it was damaged, and I was like, no, it's a perfect circle. Oh my gosh, it's a microphone.
Bro. Okay.
All right, what about you? You were saying about Sally.
I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, a lot of the biggest problems with this are in its screenplay. No offense, Burton, my man. I think a lot of the problems that come with it come from it being an adaptation of kind of a fairy tale poem kind of thing.
Which, if you get this on digital on Vudu, it comes with the featurette, which has the original poem that Tim Burton wrote.
Yeah.
And it's read by Christopher Lee.
Yeah, if you can even believe it.
You can get. Like, there goes the silverfish.
But yes. Oh wait, is it coming towards us?
No, it's going towards the bookshelf.
Oh, okay, good. It's gonna be in here when I try and go to sleep.
The White.
But yes, I think
I'll read you a fairy.
And that's not to say fairy tale adaptations like Dr. Seussy kind of things can't be adapted well. Like, I think
how bad
I think
can I be?
I think How the Grinch Stole Christmas is like a fantastically perfect movie.
What about When Here's the Who? With Steve Carell.
And Jim Carrey. I don't know. I need to watch it again.
Oh, so good.
It's been so long. Too long.
Not the bad Vlad, Robbie, not the cookie Vlad.
But this doesn't adapt well. The one that Tim Burton chose to adapt doesn't adapt. Well, actually, he didn't adapt it. But
there's actually a thing too. Sally isn't a character in the original poem.
The elements they add are kind of unnecessary a lot of the time. That when they do deviate from the
stuff that
original
they added
thing,
really was Oogie Boogie, which he's kind of pointless.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's just there
Sally,
to keep Santa
which
distracted.
is kind of pointless.
Yeah,
and then
the only real thing Sally does
did they add anything else? Really?
Just I guess cheers up Jack.
They just extended it more. I think the main things that they added in were Sally and Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. So yeah, I think a lot of the weakness in the screenplay comes from the fact that it's kind of pretty mostly loyal to the poem, and it just doesn't serve well as a movie script.
Yeah, not only that, but like the stuff that isn't loyal to the poem also is very one-noted, and not really. It doesn't really do much for the story. Sorry,
Burton, my man.
Like, if this didn't have really good characters besides Sally.
And a really charming cast. And really good music.
Just everything other than the story.
I was about to say, literally everything is like really good.
Really good, and if it wasn't for that, this movie would be pretty sad.
Wait, what?
Not sad like as in like sad to watch, but sad as in just like sad because it wouldn't be good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's It's lots of fun. If you're looking for a fun time and a good Halloween themed movie, watch it.
Also, if you're interested in like, stop motion stuff, because man,
You can check out a course on Skillshare.
Props. Check out Skillshare. Like props to anybody who has ever worked, whether it's full length or like 5 minutes. So have I. But and
it's painstaking.
It's so difficult.
You have to love it to do it.
Yeah, you have to love the meticulousness of it, because and especially being that they were doing it in 24 frames per second, which I didn't know at the time.
What a legend.
Like that's
pretty typical.
That's
for
24
animation. For animation nowadays.
Like movements essentially per second of a 70 something minute long thing.
Well, you have to take into consideration a couple minutes of that are credits.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's.
But
it's a ton of work. It takes days to do.
Didn't it
one
take them
scene.
like 3 years or something to make this?
I don't know. It took a long time.
I don't know. It took a long time. But yeah, I think that's all my thoughts. That's all I really had to say about it.
Yeah, besides the fact that just like watching stuff about this, just like the creation stuff makes me really happy, just because like Kubo,
Kubo is another one with kind of a weird screenplay.
We should do Kubo sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Because it's got similar problems.
It does have a lot of similar problems.
Kubo, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs.
73, Micah, that's the other number.
No, stop.
Okay.
What's another stop motion movie? I was going to say another one.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I already said that.
Oh, that's all I have.
They're all like just. I love the fact that they're stop motion so much.
They are quite good.
And know you people who don't know, the Lego Movie is not stop motion. It's a computer software that replicates stop motion.
You're very adamant about this.
Meh.
Okay, so is that all you had to say? I was going to go over what we watched outside of that. We didn't watch that much, so it's not going to take very long. So if you have anything else to say...
Minute.
Yeah.
And then there's 60 minutes.
Yeah.
In an hour.
Uh-huh.
And then there's 73 hours. So theoretically, and this is...
No. Micah, it's 73 minutes long.
Wait. I'm sorry.
He's trying to do the math of how many frames this is.
I'm so bad at math, not on paper.
It's 60 times 73 times 24. That's how many frames it is.
It's 105,120. That's insane.
It's insane.
And like I love stop motion so much, like the set building and everything.
He's insane, I say.
Insane. If I was into that, if that was like what I wanted to do,
bro, if that was my thing.
I love it so much, just not like doing it per se. I've worked on a lot of stop motion stuff throughout the ages.
Stop motion.
And I've done like as long as like a 5-minute stop motion video, which is pretty long. If you've never done stop motion, that takes a long time to do.
Takes like weeks.
And like,
it's
so hard.
I'm just
saying, it's like props to these guys.
Yeah. Okay. What we watched this week together, we watched Signs.
Yes.
that was interesting.
We watched that for my birthday.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of it. I gave it 3 stars. This is my second time watching it.
I really like it, so like I was just like, hey, it's my birthday.
Hey,
you don't ever want to watch this, so let's watch this.
Yeah.
I gave it 5 stars.
Shyamalan's weakest film?
No, definitely not.
The Village. Would you say The Village, probably?
No, I'd say Glass.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Glass. Yeah, that's definitely it.
No, yeah, we're going to definitely
it. And we also watched, separately, but we both watched it this week, Assassin.
Yes.
It's quite good.
Directed by
Ethan.
What's his last name?
Ethan Stephen, I don't know.
At any rate,
it's quite good.
Very good.
It's an indie film. An hour and a half long.
Yeah. Has it come out officially yet?
No, we got to see it before it was officially released.
When is it officially released?
I will have to ask him actually.
Oh.
But we can post about it sometime
It's very good.
On Recently Logged. I reviewed it. If you follow me on Twitter, I reviewed it a while back, and so did Micah too.
Pretty edgy language-wise though. So if you
discretion advised.
Yeah.
Yes.
Discretion advised. But overall, it's really good, and I was very impressed.
What did you rate it?
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 3.5. But yeah, outside of that,
what did I watch? I feel like I watched something without you.
Yeah, you might have. We usually go over what we watch together so we could share thoughts on it.
I forgot that we were doing that. I forgot that we were starting to like do this at the end every time.
No, I thought it was a fun little thing.
No,
but you're like, oh. No, I don't remember.
Letterboxd is dumb and it doesn't load. I love you, Letterboxd.
I don't know why it doesn't load for you.
Oh, right, I watched Black Panther.
Oh, you did? Wow. Very good. Yes, very good indeed.
Very good indeed, which I still think is just... Well, not like one of the greatest Marvel films. I think it's got some of the best, like, I don't know how to put it, like emotion in it, really.
It's one of the more, in my opinion, one of the more sincere feeling.
Yeah,
Marvel
that's
movies.
what I'm going for. Sincere. It actually, like,
feels less like a corporate product.
Yeah, and I mean you still feel it come through. I think really where Black Panther sags a little bit is in their big action battle sequences, because like in everything else I'm like this is really good. If I wish they would like take out half of the.
Didn't Ryan Coogler direct that?
I don't know.
I think so.
I wish they'd take out like half the action sequences though.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to log the Nightmare Before Christmas again.
Wow. Slacking. Wow. Well, if you go and see Micah's Recently Logged, and he hasn't logged Nightmare Before Christmas. Wait, what?
Why isn't it popping up that I've logged it?
Why isn't it popping it up? Nobody knows.
There it goes.
Well, while Micah deals with his Letterboxd technical difficulties.
All right. I think this is about it for the episode, though, right?
Well, I was going to tell them something. I don't remember what now.
If you want to be on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. If you want to be on the podcast.
You can contact us. Through email.
We already have a bunch of guests. Via. Mamma Mia.
At Paddington.
Here we go again.
Not at Paddington.
Poddington.
I'm really... No, and it's not even at... I'm missing it. Just go.
PoddingtonRL@gmail.com.
Yeah,
or you can just go to our social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Look at him. Oh, he's making a dart for it.
And if they had a DMing system, you can actually go onto our Letterboxd and reply to one of our reviews.
Oh, look, and there's an earwig bug.
Oh, what? Holy crap, we're gonna die. Dude, did the boogeyman fall apart inside my bedroom?
I think so. Well, your bedroom is in the basement, so...
Okay, well, wow, you don't have to expose me.
What? It's a nice basement.
It is a nice basement.
It's very
big. I got my
studio.
studio.
Got enough space to set up a studio in here, so...
Yeah, I have my studio, my movie collection... Yeah, no, it's nice down here.
A huge bookshelf full of books that do not belong to you.
Yeah, I was about to say, my bookshelf was really tiny.
It's like the entire wall is a bookshelf of our parents' books.
Where's the earwig bug? I don't see it.
I know, it crawled underneath the pole of that light.
Holy crap, we're all gonna...
Look, hold on, I'm gonna go and disturb it.
No!
You're gonna die.
No, it's gonna pinch me or bite me or whatever they do. Don't they sting?
They do.
Holy crap!
There he is. Wake up.
Where?
Wake up.
Wake me up inside.
You can see him.
Wake me up inside. Save me. Bro, he's just trying to take a nap, man.
He sticks up his little pinchers in the back.
Well, while Mike is taking down this bug...
I'm not taking it down.
Peter, don't take down our podcast.
I'm admiring the bug, man. I like earwig bugs.
Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and click the little notification bell if you want to be notified when we upload.
That is if you're listening to us on YouTube.
Yes, or you can listen to us on a bunch of different podcasting platforms.
Yeah,
we're on just about all of the major ones, except for Stitcher. I'm very upset.
So what do we have quote-wise?
Oh my gosh, he's crawling.
He's trying to find a new hidey hole. We get a quote, right?
Yeah, do we?
The curiosity killed the cat.
Wait, I gotta wait. What's the exact wording?
I'm gonna do Jack though. He's like, curiosity killed the cat. I know.
Oh yeah. Should I do my best impression?
So giving some context here. Yeah, like Jack is going to get some supplies for his Christmas experiments.
His experiments
from the mad doctor guy, and he's like, curiosity killed the cat.
You know.
And Jack's like, I know.
Okay. Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
I know.
You sounded like Gaston. I know. You're the greatest hunter in the whole world.
No beast alive can stand a chance against you, Gaston.
And no girl, for that matter.
I know.
It's true, LeFou. Bro, my comparison with Jack and Gaston, it's growing stronger. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.